So the idea of everything being futile, of no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, you're forced into existence. So you think to yourself, well, I'll be like a really super duper good person, and I'll have like this really good karma, and I'll like be like, super meditator, and totally understand my own and become totally enlightened, right? Well, it's still a physical organ. You're still a physical organism, and you're still subject to the processes that formed you as a person, that you emerged out of all these processes. That's culminated in what your parents did. That you didn't have any power over that. It happened, and you were dragged into this. You were forced along, forced to be here. So it's like that. It is logical to try to think, well, I'll just help other people. I'll make them aware that if it's to save someone else the trouble of coming here, of being alive, then I'll promote the idea that people shouldn't reproduce, because then someone will be here that won't want to be here, that you're bringing here without their consent. But if it looks like, as this ego identity can't do anything about coming about again. It appears to be, to me, the way I interpret this cosmos is that, well, there's two undeniable facts that stand starkly in front of me, and that is that I don't remember anything between, if if I was a machine, right, and you had a blueprint, and you had and you got a design and everything for you, if you had the machine all set up, and I was that machine, and then you destroyed the machine, you totally broke it all apart and dissolved it, and then you recreated that same machine, and it was me, then I would not have any. I wouldn't know that I was before. There would be no. The information that you have as memories that you have from day to day, that you are that maintain continuity of thought as a person in your personal experiences of your living. You have a record of that in your mind. You can draw on that, and you use that to navigate through your life. Well, that all goes away, and you might as well say that, given there's infinity, this is all gonna happen again. And there's nothing you can do about it, and you can't even control whether you're gonna go to a better place or go to a worse place, because it's not intelligent. There's no intelligent design behind it. So that, I think that makes one. It's like, if you keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and trying to find the truth, right? It might be that the truth is something that's horrifying, that it would be better for you to have never found out the real truth about what's really going on, because once you really find out the truth, it might make you crazy, or it might make you incapacitate you to live in the world, to function normally and interact with everyone and people. Um, so, but then again, maybe if you really really know the truth, then you can use that information to force to create the world to be a better place. So so you look at everything like, okay, realistically, this is all there is. Okay, I'm here one time, and I'm I have the power to choose to be better, to make a difference, to to alleviate suffering, to to prevent the impositions from happening, which, so you have this idea that you realistically have real ideas about making changes for the better. So you don't. So you can see that there is a lot of suffering in the world, is what I'm saying. And then use that information that you have to, you know, prevent kitties from being born. So you can have all your kitties, take them to the pound, and take them to the vet and have them so that they won't have any more kitties, because kitties have to suffer. You know, eventually they're going to die, little cats. And where was I going with this? Where I'm going with this is it appears that things are much larger than one can imagine them to be. They're bigger and more vast in extent than even the greatest scientific minds of the past could ever have imagined them to be. I mean, the system, this huge vastness of the cosmos, is in its extent, both in time and in space, is what I always say. It's time and space, both the past, the present, and the future. That, and also in extent. You know, how far out does everything go? And so there's another me here on another planet, just like me. He might be wearing a shirt a little different. And his cat is a little bit. His black and white cat is a little different. And he's sitting there and he's holding this camera on himself. And there's all these other. There's other shapes, configurations of matter that are identical to this configuration of matter, that ponder their own existence on a planet and live in their so. But